Discipline is self-control. To be disciplined is to be corrected, guided along the way, to be able to fit a particular standard or way of living. In Hebrews 12, it talks about discipline, how we have to have discipline when we walk with Christ. It also talks about how God will discipline us, that sometimes the trials and tribulations that we go through are not meant to hurt us, but they're there to train us, to take us through a training to make us more disciplined, to make us have more self-control, to be able to kill more of our flesh. And then in Hebrews 12:11, it says, to be disciplined, it doesn't feel good. As a matter of fact, it's painful. It's not easy. But if you remain in a way of being disciplined by God and knowing that He's correcting and molding you and shaping you and guiding you to live a particular life, a standard, a way that you've never lived before, that you will come out with so much more from embracing the training from Him. And then in Hebrews 12:12, it talks about how once you have achieved this discipline, you've got to lift up your tired hands and you've got to be able to wipe off your sore knees so that people, that when they see you, they see that you've created a clear path where you're not lacking discipline. And I thought about Hebrews 12:12, about how he talks about lifting your hands high and preparing your knees. And it's because when we lift our hands high, we're praising God, we're worshiping God. It's a symbol that we're giving everything to Him. And when we get our knees ready, it means that we're going to get down on our knees in prayer. Because in order to increase discipline, through times where God is training us and correcting us and molding us and shaping us to kill more of our flesh and to die daily more to Him and to become more like Him, we have to praise and we have to pray. We have to worship and we have to be able to be strong enough to walk a journey that when people see us, they see Christ. And that takes discipline. Because in order to be the light of the world, you have to have self-control at times. In order to be the salt of the earth, that self-control has to be built up within us. It's not easy sometimes having to take the high road and the right road and the way that we know is right by God when our flesh is saying, no, I want to go this way. When temptation arises and we want to go ahead and do that temptation. Or when things happen and we want to operate in the way that we normally would rather than the way God would have us. All of that takes discipline, self-control, the ability to surrender to God and let Him correct those behaviors and mold us while we're on our journey. So today I encourage you to let God train you in every single situation in your life, to give you self-control like you've never had before, to mold you in a way that you've never seen out of yourself, so that when you lift your hands high through trying times and you get on your knees and pray and you create a clear path for yourself because you adhere to His word and what He said for your life, that other people see God through your life of discipline, through your life of self-control. Be blessed and have an amazing Friday.